Hey guys, Chris Guest here, your friendly local Mediatech supervisor. Today we have a bit of a special surprise. It's, I guess, not really a surprise, it's right there, but we have Starlink, Battle for Atlas today on the Nintendo Switch. A few days ago, Warren got in contact with the developers for this game. I believe it's Ubisoft Toronto was the developer. It's published by Ubisoft, and it's this really cool space flight sim combat game. I'm not totally sure, I haven't looked into it too much, but the big twist with it is it comes with some neat accessories, sort of like, I guess they call it toys to life is the idea of it, but they're peripherals that attach to the controller, and you can actually like kit out your spaceship in your hand. You have like the figure, and then you have like pilots, you have equipment, all this different stuff. It's a really cool sounding game. I'm not going to open it right now, but when we open up Mediatech, we're going to do an unboxing and see what kids think. They can try it out, and hopefully they'll enjoy it. So we're looking forward to it, and we'll see what happens. So.
Alright, Starlink. It's a very pretty game. From what I've seen of it, it's got some real cool visual flair. One of the better looking games I think I've seen on the Switch so far. So, let's go check out how to use this.
Welcome to the Starlink Initiative. I am Sage, and I am here to explain how to use Starlink to build your Starship. To begin, slide your Joy-Con controllers into the Starlink mount. Press until they click and lock in.
Okay.
Make sure your Joy-Con controllers are paired. Next, link a pilot. Slide your pilot into the front of the mount and press firmly to connect it. You can swap your pilot at any time without losing progress. Each pilot has a unique and powerful ability. Next, link a starship for your pilot to fly. Lower the starship down over the mount and pilot so the pilot enters the cockpit. Once your starship is linked, press down firmly to secure it.
That's pretty clever.
You can mix and match wings to change the attributes of your starship. Press firmly to link them securely. Link weapons to prepare for the possibility of battle. Press ZL to fire your left weapon, and ZR to fire your right weapon. Switch weapons to adapt to any situation. You can fire hyperlasers from the wings of the Arwing if no weapons are linked to them. When you want to remove your starship, twist it and pull it up. Remember, you can change your starship, weapons, and pilot at any time. Use Starlink to adapt to and overcome any challenge. Now you're ready to begin. Good luck.
Okay. So that is how to use Starlink. Alright, here it is. This is the box we got sent, full of Starlink goodies to start us up on the right foot into our space adventures. So you see immediately we've got a spaceship here for one of the in-universe characters, and then we have a Nintendo collaboration with Star Fox. This is exclusive to the Switch edition, obviously. The game's also on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, but if you have it for Switch, you get this really sick-looking Arwing, and I think there's also in-game, it says here, add-on content, so from what I've heard, it's actually like pretty significant, like actual cinematic stuff, or they put a lot of love into this, and using the Star Fox IP very well, so we got that to start, and as we were mentioning, you've got the pilots, you've got the ship itself, which the Joy-Cons connect into. I guess you add the wings in these slots here, and then, or maybe that's for the weapon slots? I'm not sure. But then you have these unique weapons that you get that you can swap on and off each of your ships. And you see the next thing we have in here, you can actually get those independently. So these are two others, Hailstorm, which is an ice cannon, and then a Meteor Mark II. So that's probably a pretty sick weapon right there. Then we have a pilot, Razor LeMay. Hope I'm not mispronouncing her name. She looks pretty cool. So pilots have different abilities, the tutorial mentioned, so you can, I guess, swap in and out pilots, also as well as your ships, your equipment. Everything's very customizable, which is pretty cool. So this is the other guy we were looking at, the Neptune ship, I guess. And then a levitator, and is Judge the pilot? Yeah, I think that's what it is. So this symbol represents a pilot. Then you have, I believe these are like the elemental weapons, and then the ship itself is the Neptune. So that's really cool. Next we have, so we actually have 3 different ships that came with this. These guys were really nice with sending us all this. So we've got the Lance with the Imploder, which sounds very fun, and Hunter Haka. It's a cool looking dude. Lastly, we have the Nadir with the Nullifier and the pilot Shahid. That's looking pretty awesome. Alright, so that's what we got all together. Some really cool stuff. Looking forward to testing these out. Put the box down here, and I'll just lay these guys out. So, they gave us the Star Fox Arwing along with Fox McCloud, and does it say the name of the other guy? Probably says who it includes. Mason Rana. And then we've got the controller mount in here. So the controller mount's included in this guy. So we've got the Star Fox ship, we've got the Arwing, we've got Razor LeMay pilot, we've got the Hailstorm and Meteor Mark II add-on weapons, we've got the Lance with Hunter Haka and the Imploder, Neptune with the Levitator and Judge. I think Judge is my favorite. I like him. He looks like he's prepared to go into space. And lastly, the Nadir with the Nullifier and Shahid. So, all right. Well, we've checked all these out. Let's break them open, and then let's start playing the game. It's waiting there. It's calling to us. So, let's get to it. So we want to insert these fellas into here. So they click like so. Okay. So we got the Joy-Cons in, and then what it said next was to do the pilot. So let's go with old Fox McCloud here. We're gonna slot him in like so. Nice. And then the piece de resistance, the Arwing, which is in pretty snug there, but we got it. All right, so we lower the Arwing over our pilot, and we click it in. Oh, okay. So right there, once I put it in, the TV showed that we've got the Arwing loaded on. So that's awesome. And then, I'm actually curious here. So I'm gonna click on one of these weapons. Like this. Okay, so yeah, these got the slots to go on the wings themselves, like so. Yeah, so once you click it in, it actually reflects on the screen. That's really cool. I'm nerding out here. This is some cool stuff. So, ready? Click it on, and that's just too cool. All right. So, and then we've got our friend Mason Rana. We'll unpack everything else, but this is basically what the setup's gonna look like. So, let's get these guys open. Maybe we can mix and match some of the other weapons and whatnot we got in here. Okay, I've unboxed everything. I kept the back of these guys just because I think the information pamphlets are neat, maybe helpful, so we'll hang on to these. But we've got our pilots, we've got our extra weapon add-ons, we have our Arwing ship along with Fox McCloud in there. That's our base setup that we're starting with. And then we've got 3 more very cool looking ships here. So we can pick from any of these, mix and match all of them. We can put, you know, any weapon from any of the packs we opened onto any of the other ships, kit them out, see how they play, and we might just play a few missions or see what happens here. I'm not sure if the game's mission or level based or what, but we'll try things out. Does this only have one slot on there? Maybe this one has like a special cannon or something. You can only put one on at a time. Oh no, it goes on the side here. This one's too cool to have symmetrical weapon slots. This is the motorcycle of spaceships right here. And then we've got this guy. Can have our last one. And then each of these guys, if we want to, we can switch off. I think it said to twist it to the side. Yeah, that comes right off. So now that's gone. I should just bring all this up there and we'll try swapping some stuff out just to show what it looks like. So if, say, this looks like a really cool ship, so let's have Fox pilot this neato vessel. There it goes. It's on screen, loaded up with all of our weapons already. Cool stuff. All right. Yeah, man. Let's get over there and let's try this game out already. But yeah, we also got this very nice poster for Starlink. On the back side, it shows all of the information about our available pilots. There's a few that we didn't get with this pack, but you've got Eli Arborwood, which is the coolest name ever. You've got the weapon types. You've got create the ultimate combo. So I guess you can customize weapons to have special attack combos, that sort of thing. And we've got the different ships that you can get. So the world of Starlink is deep and just waiting to be jumped into. Let's go on ahead and do that. I can't wait. We're back at the TV now. I found out something really cool. Also, that is a funky looking weapon on the side there. But I found out something really cool. The wings it mentioned in the tutorial will actually come off and are interchangeable. So I tested it out. Of course, not ripping them off. I wasn't trying to yank off pieces and break them. But if you give a little bit of pressure, the wings come off. And you can actually, I think that's why this looks so funky, and that's what made me think of it, is that we can take any of the wings on any of these ships and exchange them with one another. So we could have like a part Arwing, part, I think the guy's name was Judge, the ship that came with him, and we can put it onto this cool motorcycle thing. Speaking of which, this is actually the back of the ship. I thought the skull would have been on the front, but it's actually, that's the exhaust. And this is the front of the ship. And I found that out because this guy has to connect behind the pilot. So it actually has to go on here like this. So the cool looking skull is on the back. So, I'm gonna mix and match and make my dream spaceship combat vehicle thing. And I think I'm gonna make this guy my pilot, because he's just too cool. Alright, so slide him on there, clip him in. Of course, we've made the obvious choice for the frame. Cool biker ship going on in there. There it is. There it goes. We've got part of an Arwing wing. Let's try the other way. I think that's the right way. There it goes. Alright, it's looking a bit interesting. This looks like something we mashed together in a garage. But it's our ship. Belongs to us. Let's get this guy on. This guy on. Oh yeah. That's my style. Alright. So we have built, and now all that is left to do is battle. Okay, after an embarrassing first few seconds, I think I've got what's going on in this game. So we're controlling with the right stick. We're rolling with the left. So you've got the sort of, I guess, pitch and yaw going on. So far, my strategy seems to be ramming into people. Here we go. Yeah, I like this one. Aha.
All systems on reserve power.
Okay.
Negative. Equinox Nova depleted. All long-range communications disrupted.
So this is very cool. We've got, so you have the spaceship combat simulator going on. You're spinning around, going all angles in space, and now we've got some flat terrain to explore. Well, not flat, but just some nice horizontal, less confusing. Space fights always get me like a little bit loopy, but this is cool. So let's test out. Let's switch our stuff on the fly, because that's something the game says you can do at any time. We can swap stuff out. So I'm feeling like going back to the full-on Arwing and Star Fox layout. Judge is pretty cool. I like him so far, but we'll just test out a few different things. There's our stylish boy. Let me take a look here. I can just keep my weapons in my lap and switch them as I wish. There we go. Yeah, this one's not firing. Maybe I put it on upside down? I think that's what it is. I couldn't tell. Or, no, is it shooting backwards? Can you do that? Can you just switch these on and off? Yeah, I had it backwards. So if you want, if you've got somebody on your tail, you can put on your gun backwards and fire behind you. And this one seems to actually home in wherever you are, but with the flamethrower, we could just shoot it behind us. That's so cool. It's just neat to have the options and whatnot. That's too cool. Okay, so our map, each map is like a planet-sized sort of deal here. And we've got these open plains, little bases. So it's a mix of, I don't know, I guess it's a little bit mission-based, it's a little bit open world in a way. It's neat. It's very unique. Like, I can't say I've played a game that has like this combination of things alongside, we've got, you know, the obviously the controller scheme here, which I think is really like, it really works nicely. And I like how free it is. It's not like, you know, you can put on weapons one way. You can take whatever wing you want with whatever frame, whatever pilot, so you have your special abilities and weapons as well. And you can even put the weapons on backwards if you want, and that actually can matter to your strategy. So this is cool. I'm a fan of this so far. I'm blowing myself up. I should be a little more cautious. I'm letting my excitement get the best of me. But yeah, this is great. I think kids at Mediatech will really enjoy this. I gotta say, I love the aliens. The alien designs are sick. I love these. And this is giving me like some real good Metroid Prime memories. Gotta scan everything. got it? Nice.
It's down. Sweet. Now grab that core and get out of there.
The core is in the center of the extractor. Get a good hold on it and pull back. Just not too hard.
Aha. Oh, that's so cool. So what we just did there, we went from this planet and just flew out from the atmosphere. You can even see parts of the map. That is so nice. Let's see if we can touch down over here. So this is pretty seamless. Like, there's no transition, loading screens, and all that was just the intro. That was the introduction. So I think that's a pretty good spot to stop at. Yeah, man. It takes a sec to load in, but once it gets going, Eye of Crete. Oh no. Oh, these guys are gonna resist ice. Okay. Now's a good time to switch out. Let's get the flamethrower. That should hurt him. There you go. Critical hits. Yeah. It's got a little bit of strategy in there. Ooh. Oh, I'm in a bad place. Oy. Attach a new ship. Okay. Hold on. Salvage that flamethrower because I think that's still going to be pretty important. Can we put on a weapon without a wing? You can do that. I don't know how this is going to fly, but let's see. I'm genuinely curious. It's functional. I don't know if it's optimal, but it works. I think I might have gotten myself into a slightly hairy situation here. I don't know if I should be fighting these guys. They seem a little tough. Oh, yeah. Oh, I am out of my depth. I think I'm gonna cut my losses and run. They've killed me twice already. Yeah. Okay, so definitely the game's not a pushover. If you go into an area that's a little scary, you might get your butt handed to you. So proceed with caution if you see a really cool thing in the sky. Oh! Oh no! They don't want to let me go! Alright. Let's leave. Let's leave this planet. We are not welcome here. Okay. Back to space. Hopefully they won't chase us out this far. Okay. As I was saying, this has been a Mediatech test review of Starlink, Battle for Atlas. And I gotta say, I'm really impressed with this game. You know, for kids who are into the sort of toy collecting that I guess Skylanders and Nintendo's Mii sort of popularized, this is like a really cool, different approach to it. And there's some real creepy story here, but I'm not going to spoil it for you. You can experience it for yourself. So, this has been Chris for the Mediatech impromptu game technology, children's technology review mini-sode episode that went way too long, but I really like the game, so Starlink. Have a good day, guys. Thumbs up. Big thumbs up. 2 big thumbs up and a spaceship. Yeah.